People are just going all over trying to get the right answers.
The financial help is there starting today, but how do small business owners get it? We are working for you to share one businessman's story that could help you.
I'm Nicole Griffin tonight in Fortville, where one local restaurant is finding a unique way to still serve the community. Lowe's Spring Black Friday sale isn't sitting well with some who say it's drawing crowds when we need to be social distancing. I'm Kara Kenny with what the store has to say in response.
This is RTV6 News at 5, working for you.
Thank you for joining us here at 5. I'm Amanda Starantino from the WRTV studio.
And I'm Mark Mullins, broadcasting live and working from home, as so many of you are too. And we will all be staying home a little longer now. Today, Governor Holcomb extended the state's stay-at-home order 2 more weeks. It was set to expire on Tuesday. Now to the new coronavirus numbers from the state health department and the biggest day-to-day increase in deaths to date at 24. That makes the statewide total 102. 408 more Hoosiers tested positive for COVID-19, and 17,835 people have been tested, an increase of more than 1,500 from yesterday. The state also updates us on the ages of those who have died. More than 70% of the deaths have occurred in people 70 years old or older. Men are still dying at a higher rate than women, but the gap is narrowing a bit again, nearly 60% for men and almost 40% for women. Now to the larger impact and the global impact here. More than 1,083,000 cases to report, more than 58,200 deaths, with nearly 7,000 of those in the U.S. 9,445 Americans have recovered from this virus.
Another huge toll the coronavirus is taking is on the country's workforce. Record unemployment claims announced yesterday, and today we learned 701,000 jobs were lost in the last month. The final number will likely be even higher because the government surveyed employers about lost jobs before the heaviest layoffs hit the past 2 weeks. The national unemployment rate jumped to 4.4% from 3.5%, a 50-year low. And RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers has spent more than a year connecting you to jobs, and now we're helping employers and workers navigate through these tough times. RTV6's Cameron Riddle is live with the state's latest update on getting assistance to out-of-work Hoosiers. Cameron.
Hi, good evening. So tonight, millions of Americans are checking their bank account and checking their mailbox to find some much-needed unemployment relief coming from their government. But as this coronavirus pandemic continues, the timing on exactly when that relief is going to arrive in that mailbox or in that direct deposit account is going to vary by state to state. When unemployment checks do arrive, there will be an additional $600 attached, thanks to moves by Congress that extend how long you can receive benefits, in addition to increasing the payout amount. But Hoosiers who start receiving those checks this month won't see that extra $600. Workforce Development Commissioner Fred Payne says the arrangement Indiana has with the federal government is to start sending that money out in May.
We're strictly following the guidelines that have been laid out for us, or that we're working on with the U.S. Department of Labor. And I'm not really sure about what states have said that they're going to start paying very quickly. I'd like to really know those, but at any rate, we're really trying to make sure that we follow those guidelines so that we can ensure that the payments are made as quickly as possible without any hitches.
Now, the commissioner did not say why those payments could not be sent out before May, other than what he said there. That's the arrangement they have with the federal government. Earlier this week, they did, though, make several announcements saying that they were making changes to their system, and that'll change who and when folks are getting paid. All of that is being reassessed, and they do plan to start sending out checks for people who are applying right now this month. You just won't see that extra $600 until next month. At the State House tonight, I'm Cameron Riddle, RTV6.
Cameron, thank you. And today is the first day small business owners can apply for financial assistance under a new program with the U.S. Small Business Administration. Last week, the president signed the CARES Act. It provides $376 billion in relief for small businesses. RTV6's Megan Santorum explains how one business owner hopes this can help keep his employees working.
Downtown areas across the state are quiet today as many small businesses have closed up shop. Several of them are now turning to a federal loan program for help. Inside Hoosiers Sporting Goods in downtown Columbus, you won't find coaches, parents, or any customers at all. It's the time of year when Little League and school track teams would typically be ordering gear. But instead, you'll see this notice on the door. The owner trying to keep paychecks coming to his staff of about 9 people. That's becoming increasingly difficult, though, so he's one of thousands of small business owners applying for a federal loan under this new program.
Ever since it was announced, I've been reading all over the SBA's website and all the different articles published throughout the country, just reading as much as I can to kind of get a feel for how the loan process is going to work, how quickly it's going to work, how easy it's going to work.
He says he's been in constant communication with his bank, and his application was submitted this morning. The Paycheck Protection Program is designed to help small businesses keep employees on the payroll, which the owner here says is his #1 goal.
It is the most important thing, and my wife and I have had that conversation that, I wasn't worried about the mouths at my house. I was really more worried about all the different people that we take care of, the different, husbands and wives and kids.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
Well, there are still some unanswered questions about this program, as some bankers say they're not ready to take applications for it yet. We'll have more on that tonight at 6 o'clock.
There are still some unanswered questions about this program, as some bankers say they're not ready to take applications for it yet. We'll have more on that tonight at 6. And with so many people out of work right now, our Hiring Hoosiers initiative could not be more important. We want to connect you to companies that are hiring right now. Chewy.com wants to fill 640 new positions before the end of the month. They are offering virtual interview options in addition to walk-in hiring events at their Clayton Fulfillment Center in Hendricks County. The walk-in hiring opportunities continue next week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6. Tomorrow you can drop by from 10 to 1. Full and part-time positions are available. Go to chewy.com/jobs. In a Hiring Hoosier success story, after our story ran last Friday, Bell Technologics was flooded with applications for temporary positions. Bell Technologics' goal was to put newly laid off workers in the service industry into jobs as customer service reps. We are happy to report they have filled all 50 positions and are now fully staffed. And you can find info about all the businesses that are hiring right now at hiringhoosiers.com. And during the state's daily coronavirus briefing today, leaders announced there has been an increase in calls to 211 regarding mental health. They encourage Hoosiers to reach out if you need assistance. Dr. Box with the State Department of Health says Hoosiers who want to wear a mask in public should stick to cloth masks rather than the N95 masks used by first responders and healthcare workers. And the Indiana National Guard will begin this week in evaluating locations for field hospitals in some potential surge areas around the state.
Lowe's Spring Black Friday sale is not sitting well with some who say it's drawing shoppers and workers together during a pandemic. This as the government is telling people to stay apart. RTV6's Kara Kenny spoke with a current employee about the issue and explains what the company is doing in response to concerns.
Home improvement stores like Lowe's have been busy even during the stay-at-home order, but we've received several emails from customers and from workers who say the stores aren't doing enough to stop the spread of COVID-19. Spring is typically a busy time for sprucing up your yard and improving your home. And these days, a lot of homeowners have extra time on their hands. The front page of Lowe's ad promotes 2-day only deals, in-store only, April 4th and 5th while supplies last. The Black Friday savings started Thursday and run through April 15th. RTV6 has received numerous complaints about this sale, including a current Central Indiana Lowe's employee who says it's a bad idea to draw crowds while the government is urging social distancing.
They wait for the sale every year. And it's the first sale of the season. And of course, all these people are off work. It is not discouraging them from coming in whatsoever.
The employee says she's been quarantined for 2 weeks with COVID-19-like symptoms and is awaiting formal test results.
I believe I got it at work. Major fatigue, a dry cough, tightness in my chest, it's hard to breathe. low-grade fevers.
When we stopped by the Beach Grove location, we found signs encouraging social distancing, but no one was limiting the number of people coming into the store. A spokesperson told us, while some retailers have taken steps to eliminate value pricing, we recognize the importance of continuing to offer value to our customers in this time of economic uncertainty. Affordability matters now more than ever. A Lowe's spokesperson says stores do have the ability to limit traffic in certain areas of their stores. You can read their full statement in this story on the RTV6 app and the IndyChannel.com. Kara Kenny, RTV6.
As shoppers aim to stay safe, a disturbing and gross trend is also emerging. People discarding their gloves in shopping center parking lots. The Marion County Health Department says there's no reason to throw used gloves on the ground, forcing workers to clean it up. A Kroger spokesperson says stores have trash containers readily available just a few steps away from any car. They hope shoppers will dispose of the gloves and any other material in the proper receptacles. Still ahead on RTV6 News at 5, open and ready to serve you, the business that's literally taking the food into the neighborhood. Hand sanitizer generally isn't easy to find these days, but that's not the case in one Indiana community. The professionals changing focus to meet a growing need.
And what a day, and you've got hours before the sun sets to enjoy temperatures hugging that 70-degree mark. Showers enter the weekend forecast. More on the Saturday timing coming up.
Setup shipped directly to you.
Well, many of you have been wondering how long coronavirus can live on surfaces. This is an eye-opening answer in the Journal of Hospital Infection from the Healthcare Infection Society. Here's the breakdown. COVID-19 can live on glass for 4 days, steel 48 hours, plastic, as in a milk jug, 5 days. Aluminum, like a soda can, 2 to 8 hours. Paper is 4 to 5 days. Surgical gloves, 8 hours, and wood, 4 days. That's why it's so important to clean surfaces and wash your hands with soap and water. It's also another reason why hand sanitizer is in such high demand. It's very hard to find. But one pharmacy in West Lafayette has a good supply. That's because at the Purdue University Pharmacy, they're working together to make it themselves. The FDA recently gave temporary authorization for pharmacies to make hand sanitizer during the pandemic due to inadequate supplies in the healthcare system and for all of us to buy in stores.
We've been able to help child care centers, sanitation departments, police, fire, EMTs, first responders.
This was a way for all of us to collaborate and all of us to have a purpose, really, during this challenging time.
And we want to share more stories of... Okay. And the sanitizer has 80% alcohol content, so it does the job. Experts say you need one with at least 60%. 2-ounce bottles are for sale to the public at the Purdue Pharmacy for $2.50. There's a limit of 4 at a time. They also ask you to call first to check on current availability. Pharmacy hours are 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. And we want to share more stories of how we are all working together at this time. Share your tips with us at Working For You at RTV6.com.
RTV6 is committed to helping restaurants and small business owners during the pandemic. Our initiative, We're Open Indy, puts the focus on places that are still serving customers during these tough times. RTV6's Nicole Griffin is finding out how a Hancock County restaurant is serving up food in local neighborhoods.
Restaurants across central Indiana are now trying to navigate this new normal as they move to carry out only for the time being. Signs like this one here in Fortville at Fox Garden Kitchen and Ale say, show some love. It's an effort to encourage people to order carry out and support these restaurants. Here at Fox Garden, they are also finding a unique way to still serve the community.
2 buffalo chicken nachos. Buffalo chicken nachos, best item on the truck.
I can take whoever's next.
I'm out here getting some food for my family.
Parked in a Fishers neighborhood where families are spending time outdoors is the Fox Garden Kitchen and Ale food truck.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
While still keeping a distance from one another, families are lining up, placing their orders and supporting a local business.
So we've been cooped up now for about 2 weeks at home. and we've got a neighbor that said they were going to have the Fox Garden food truck come through the neighborhood today, and so we wanted to help support that and eat something a little bit different than we've been eating.
It's support like this that means so much right now for the Fox Garden family.
They're missing a lot of their Fox Garden favorite food, so we're kind of bringing it to them. It's been steady, which is just how we like it. And we're just hoping that this can kind of hold us over, at least until this is, done, or we figure out the new normal.
What started as just an idea to keep the restaurant going during these tough times is now expanding. They have more than 40 neighborhoods that have asked for the food truck to come serve food over the next few weeks. Working for you in Fishers, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
Well, prior to now, the Fortville location was the only restaurant with Fox Garden serving carryout. But tonight, you can place orders at all 4 of the Fox Garden family restaurants. And if you live in Hamilton or Hancock counties and want the food truck to come to your neighborhood, we will put the contact information in this story on the RTV6 app. Well, Chef Dan's on the city's north side also wants you to know we're open Indy. Chef Dan's has been around since 2011. 6 months ago, they got back in the restaurant business again, opening at 3001 North Central in the Meridian Park neighborhood. But the pandemic has hit them hard, reducing business to about 80%, and the owners had to let their staff go. But they still operate a food truck, and their restaurant is open for carryout. Check their Facebook page every day for the food truck location. Our website, theindychannel.com, has more about Chef Dan's story and an extensive and growing list of other businesses and restaurants that are still open to serve you.
Well, it's definitely starting to feel like spring. That warmth is so nice, and it's also starting to look like it. The Japanese Yoshino cherry blossom trees are beginning to bloom at White River State Park, and we sent the RTV6 drone up today to take a look at them. The 52 trees were a gift to Indianapolis in 2012. You can find them on the West Bank of the White River, east of the zoo's White River Gardens. They will be in full bloom for up to 14 days. And a lot of things are starting to bloom, Kevin, with this warmer weather. It's so nice to drive around and see those.
Almost 70 degrees today. Yeah, good look at the cherry blossom. I can almost smell it, right? Yeah, you can smell fresh grass. Everybody out mowing, doing some yard work. That's probably one thing you can do safely. Spend time in your yard and enjoy these temperatures. Now, they don't last all weekend, but even when we cool down, which we will, temperatures are still around 60. The difference tomorrow, that will come with a chance for showers in the morning briefly, and then in the afternoon and evening. Lots of dry hours, and then on Sunday we stay dry all day. Rainfall, unimpressive as far as rainfall amounts, looking at 1/10 of an inch or less. That's what we need as we continue really what's been a nice little dry stretch here. Get a chance to recover from last weekend when we had the Saturday storms. As far as our rain chances tomorrow, there they are. Sunday's dry. Then we continue with almost a daily chance for some showers early next week. But we'll be back to 70 degrees or warmer once we get to Monday and early next week. There's your sharp line of showers. It's pretty thin. That's what we'll move through here tomorrow. It's also the line between temperatures around 70 and cooler. They've got cold temperatures. Remember yesterday I showed you the teens in the Dakotas, while temperatures here are more than comfortable. Most of the clouds are mid to high level clouds, 15 to 25,000 feet up, just kind of filtering sunshine. Temperatures 71 in Lafayette. Bloomington 72. How about that? 72 in Sullivan. Temperature in Indianapolis currently at 68 degrees. Say hello to Bo. I love it. It looks like he just got out of the shower and he dropped his towel.
Oh, bad hair day.
He looks soft. Well, I think he just fluffed it up after a shower. Thanks to Mr. Smith.
He's so cute.
For sharing Bo's picture.
I like his ears.
Yep.
Very cute.
We've got his full attention. Temperatures will continue to fall this evening, but will stay rather mild. We'll still be in the mid-50s at 11 o'clock tonight. Saturday plan on a few showers, especially in the afternoon. Also cooler temperatures. We'll be in the low 60s for highs. Temperatures north and west. The cold front will go through first, so there'll be a decent temperature range. Lower 50s, northwest portions of the viewing area. The warmer temperatures still middle to upper 60s south and east. Connorsville, Shelbyville, Richmond, while it'll be in the 50s in Crawfordsville, 68 in Seymour, but these temperatures likely to fall during the afternoon. There are the showers in the morning to early afternoon fading away. Then we'll see more showers redevelop in the evening, and by the time we get to 9, 10 o'clock, o'clock. Those will be moving on. Here's your forecast then. The showers for Saturday, dry on Sunday, daily chance for some rain. Monday through Thursday, temperatures are warmest Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before falling back into the 50s Thursday and Friday. I hear music. That means
Keller and Keller, right now.
Okay, so when you talk about antibody testing, there are a couple of things that you want to do.
The COVID-19 pandemic has helped make a 79-year-old infectious disease specialist a household name, Dr. Anthony Fauci. He's at nearly every coronavirus task force briefing at the White House, known for his straight talk and no-nonsense facts. And now he's receiving a type of recognition he probably never expected, his own bobblehead. This is the Dr. Anthony Fauci figure from the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum. $5 of every sale will go to the American Hospital Association to support the 100 Million Mask Challenge, an effort to quickly produce personal protective equipment for healthcare workers.